Is your upper body lagging behind your lower body? Need some tips? Watch this.
Our next caller is Jessica from Massachusetts.
Jessica, what's happening? How can we help you?
Hi, how are you guys?
Great.
All right.
All right. So, I wanted to let you guys know I've been listening to you for a little bit over a year. And I think you've taught me more than any of my certifications have.
Right.
And I love your approach to health through all facets, not just physical, but also spiritual and mental.
Thank you.
So before I ask my question, I'll give you some background about me. I have my list. That's why I keep looking down, because if I didn't, I would forget everything I'm supposed to say. So I'm 21. I'm 5'6". I'm 125 pounds. I've been a personal trainer for a little bit over a year, lifting consistently for about 2 years now. I've always worked out since I was about 10 years old, on and off. Always tried to be smaller. I had a lot of disordered eating when I was really young, so I've been about 115 pounds my whole life until the last couple years I gained some weight finally. The last 5 years I've been trying to get bigger, gain some muscle. So my question is, I feel like I have an imbalance in my upper and lower body more than I guess the average woman would. Because I see with my clients, generally there's something there, but I feel like mine is a little bit more intense than other people. And I'm just trying to figure out if I'm doing something wrong or if I'm missing something. Because, it's harder training yourself than any of your clients. So some of my lifts, my hip thrust is like a 1 rep max is like 300 pounds. My deadlift is 165. My squat, I have really long femurs, so it's 125. But then my bench is like 75, and I even have a hard time now hitting 75. And even the look of them, my legs look a lot bigger. They look muscular. My upper body looks kind of narrow, small, just kind of lean. So I wanted to see if you guys had any ideas for me what I should try next.
Yeah, well, two things. One, I can't obviously see all of you, but I can tell you work out. You might be a little harsh on yourself.
For sure.
With somebody...
Those numbers are all pretty
that's
standard.
Normal, yeah. Would you... Somebody in your life that's close to you, if you were to ask them, do I look imbalanced? And you know that they're going to be honest. Would they say that you look imbalanced? Or is this something that only you would say?
So they have said it. So I have some friends that don't work out. And I've asked them, like, do I really even look like I lift? And they've said, like, your legs do, but your upper body is, a little, but not too much. Yeah. I have some blunt friends, so. Okay.
So do you look like one of those moms?
Sometimes that's good.
Do you look like one of those moms in Pixar movies? Is that what you're saying?
I'm definitely glute dominant, but I also have, I guess, bigger quads, but nothing crazy. But yeah, my shoulders are really narrow. I just feel like I look kind of, I don't know. My upper body's not too crazy, not too impressive.
I mean, when I'd have a client that would say this, we would just shift our focus on more upper body, which is not normal. Most people need more help developing their lower body, and there's tons of benefits of us doing that. But every once in a while, I would have a client that would say this, and even if I didn't think it so much, if they wanted to focus more on their upper body, that's part of my job is to help them do that. And we would just kind of build our programming around more upper body focus, which when you look at most MAPS programs, I'd say, and I would think they're evenly distributed, but then we would just shift, some of those leg exercises over into other upper body movements and just put more focus in that area. And I think you could definitely balance out. It sounds like you have a really strong lower body, so it's not going to suffer from taking a day or two off of it a week and putting that focus on some upper body stuff.
Yeah, so really important that the part that Adam said, here's the most important part. Don't just add volume to your upper body without taking some off of your lower body. Okay, it's that mistake. It's a really common mistake. Somebody will say, well, I want to develop my back more or my shoulders more, whatever. And then what they'll do is just add volume
more,
and not take volume off. There's still you still have a capacity for total volume. So I would take some off of the lower body and then add that to the upper body. Also, be patient with yourself, because here's the deal. Everybody, except for like professional bodybuilders, everybody has parts of their body that just respond and other parts of their body that just seem to take a lot longer. Everybody's like that. Like, I can make my quads grow just by thinking about it. That doesn't work like that with any other part of my body. So I modify my workouts kind of accordingly. And then just be patient. You're young. What did you say you were, like 21?
21, yeah.
Yeah, dude, you're young. And you just now started, gaining kind of healthy weight. I could tell you look really fit. Give yourself a little bit of time. The muscle building process is it's a really slow process. It takes a lot of time. So I would just do what we said and then give yourself some time. And then over the course of a year, 2 years, I think you'll start to see the difference.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah. So by the way, are you following any of our programs?
So I'm not right now. I have before. I am on a personal trainer's budget. So, I do my best. I have Prime Pro, and then I also have Anabolic,
Good girl.
which I did earlier this year. Right now I think I do stuff like Anabolic a lot, which might be my problem. No matter how much I try to get out of it, I tend to go back to something like Anabolic.
Yeah.
And I definitely, change my rep ranges, go from like higher up to 15. Then sometimes I'll do like 6 sets of 3 reps. So I'm definitely switching it up with I'm doing with that. But yeah, I have definitely tried focusing more on like my upper body lifts, like just the bench, the rowing, doing all my compounds, and then I do a lot of accessory now for my upper body, trying to change some stuff around. And I basically for my lower body just do like squats and deadlifts, just trying to keep them
So
going.
I'm gonna have Doug send Maps Aesthetic to you.
Beautiful. That's what I was gonna say.
When in part of that, you'll pick 1 to 2 muscles that you want to develop. So pick obviously 2 upper body muscles you want to develop, and then a simple tip that I would change in our programming. So when you look at our programs and then you have the workout of the day. Always choose the first exercise, either bench, upper body exercise, opposed to doing what most people do and what is normally ideal, a squat, a deadlift, or any of the lower body. So leave the lower body towards the end of the workout and prioritize.
Good idea. Good advice.
The upper body exercises. So I think naturally we always talk about like the squat and the deadlift, the squat because of how amazing they are. But if you start to reframe, your focus is more like the overhead press and the bench press are your big movements, like and the row, like those 3. I'm going to be thinking about a lot is trying to get strong there. And so prioritize them in the workout when you're training.
Yeah. So upper body and then end with like, wait till you're done with your upper body, then go lower body and then focus sessions, pick some upper body stuff. That's the perfect program, I think.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you guys.
And we'll send it right over to you, Jessica.
Thank you so much.
You got it. Thanks for calling in. I feel like she's being really hard on herself.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard for she's in her car. It's hard for us to see, but she looks good. I mean, I'm sure that's her.
I mean, her legs would have to be huge because she had a really nice, well-developed upper body.
Well, you know what
shoulders.
I have, and so is it from a muscle fiber standpoint or what? But I know that I forgot what percentage I've seen or how many times easier it is for a male to build muscle in their upper body versus a female. I forgot. Like lower body, we're very close to the same.
We're much closer.
Yeah, and so a lot of times you could get a female client to actually get damn near as strong as a comparable male in the same weight. Lower body, upper body, there's a massive advantage for men already. So when I get a client like this, that's all we would really do is we would just shift the focus over to upper body. I also think that it makes a big difference too as you lean out. So if she were to lean out a tiny bit, she might really start to see the separation in her shoulders and things like that. So those
that's her Instagram. I mean, she looks pretty balanced.
Yeah, she looks great.
But I know how critical.
Oh my God,
can be.
dude, she looks phenomenal.
Yeah, so she might just be. You know what she's got? She just has muscular legs because they develop.
Yeah.
And that's normal for a woman. But her arms look freaking amazing.
She looks great right there.
Yeah, Jessica, you're being too hard on yourself. But hey, look, nonetheless, it's your workout.
That's right.
Follow the way we say it, and you should be.
I mean,
okay.
Honestly, she looks so good that just simply doing the prioritizing the upper body and the workout, I think that's going to do wonders.
Totally.
So.